Hey guys, a lot has gone on off camera. I just had to get it done. I didn't have time, and setting up cameras and moving them around, it's just too much time. I just had to go. So you might notice the camper's missing from over there. Melanie and I, actually we hand pushed it across the yard. I wish I could have shown you, but honestly it was just, we had to get it done. I got the camper over here airing out. I wanted to get, I'm cleaning up the yard for one. All of this has to come out of the yard. So obviously you see I've been working at that. I'm going to get all the machines and equipment put away. And the camper, I wanted out of sight. I wanted to have a look at it. It's never going to be a camper again, sadly. It's demolished inside. It'll never be a camper. I do have possibly another project for it, but that's it for there. You'll see some 3 stakes here at 6 or 6:30 or something like that. There's some military coming. Sort of exciting. Around 6 or so, I looked at where the sun shines, and you know, I had considered putting my solar panels here last year. I really did. Let me wait a minute. That's cool though. Those 2 guys just flying over, that's from Grayling. It's just a little bit loud and distracting for working. So, my main solar panels, I put them there for a reason. They're closer to the tiny house where we were at the time. And I set them up for the purpose of having them close to the tiny house to reduce the wire length. So there they are. Now they don't get sunlight after at this time of year, probably about 5-6 o'clock, that's gone off those panels. Now 6:30 or so, whatever time it was, I put these stakes here and they were still in full sunlight, far enough from the tree, far enough out from the tree, not going to hurt anything. I'm going to have another solar array about that big. Okay, we've got 20 solar panels on the way. Everything about those will be explained in detail later on, but I hope they're on the way. So I've got 20 solar panels going to be set up here, okay? They're going to have their own batteries and their own everything. So I've been really busy running around, and I'm just going to give you a summary of what's up, okay? Now, over here, the deer have been eating my apple orchard. All of my orchard. What did survive and didn't get killed is being stripped literally bare by the deer, and it's sickening. So I took away all the electric fence wires from here, and I ran them around the orchard. And again, I just had to get this done quickly. So I ran the wires along here. My shoes are insulating good, so that doesn't hurt. Around each tree is a wire. Now this tree is dead all the way through, but it's coming back from down below. And the deer have been eating, I don't know where, here. The deer were eating the branches off and nibbling them off and eating them down below. They were eating them clean earlier on. Then they left this one. See, all the leaves are stripped off here. They left this tree and decided to strip this poor little tree bare. Now this one survived the winter. It's got cracking, but it survived the winter and started coming back and had flowers on it. And the deer have stripped everything in the last couple days. This poor tree is being stripped bare. So now I've got a square of wire around this, okay? And here as well. The lower branches have been cleaned off entirely. There's nothing left. It's so sickening. Here, just stripped them all bare. There's nothing left of these leaves here on these lower branches. This one had flowers. I think it did. They may have been hurt by the frost, but the deer were eating the flowers too. So, really annoying. And then this tree got killed down except for the base. And down to here, there's some sprouts coming, some buds coming. So it's alive up to a certain point, but up above is dead. It was a brutal winter. I don't know how I'm going to save them next year, but I've got to figure that out. So each tree now has a square around it, except for that one. I ran out of wire for tonight and time, but that's inside the fencing, close enough for now. That one's got life down below in the base, and this one is squared in, triangled in, and that one was being nibbled on as well. It was trying to come back to life in the base. I have a choking vine around it that I'm going to have to remove, but the deer have been eating this poor little tree, so I had to deal with that and protect it. So there's not much to it, but it's trying to live, and I'm going to give it a chance. Some say it'll never have the strength it had before, but you know, look at this, look at this. Shattered from the winter. Crazy. Just destroyed. There's no life in the tree at all except for in the bottom. And then another fruit tree, all dead, except for a tiny little bit in the base. So I re-ran some wire here. So hopefully that doesn't touch. I've got, oh yeah, that touches here. I can't have these two touching. I've got another wire here that I disconnected. It's being held up by this. That is not hooked up and not supposed to touch this wire, which it really wants to do for some reason. It's annoying. Anyway, yep, that was a good ground. Okay, the wire works good. I don't know what I was grounded to there, but I sure was. Fence works. Oh, I see, I'm in the tree over here. Okay. Oh, that doesn't help at all either. This tree grew and grounded that out. Okay, so. Well, I bet you got a laugh out of that one. Okay, so that fence works. Fence works good. I have no idea why that hit me like that. I've never had that with my shoes, so it must have been the other wire grounded me. I don't know, but that hurt. Oh, that hurt. That's all done. All done. And then I came around. That tree never did come back when I first planted it. And I came around here again, all dead on the top, tiny bit on the bottom, trying to come back. I went around the outside of the greenhouse because I know if the deer find this greenhouse, they're going to be munching on it. I'm going to put higher wires. I've got some taller fence posts that I'm buying. I'm going to go higher, and I'm also going to put a second row in closer so the deer can't jump over one and then lean in and eat. If he tries, he's going to get zapped by the second row. So I'm going to have a second row all the way around to prevent that on the greenhouse and keep the deer from munching on it. So there's all that. Let me take you out to the electronics lab and show you what's going on there. Now here I have topped off all the batteries. Now here I have 10 batteries. Let me get some light on in here. Not much. I've got the old Bedini going on again. Alright, now down here are my old motorhome batteries, my original 6 motorhome batteries. These two are the strongest of them all, and they're sitting at over 12 volts. They were sitting at about 12.3, 12.5 at rest after sitting for a couple months. I fired the Bedini back up, finished topping them off in the next couple days I have. These guys are a little weaker, I've still got to work on them. But these are going to start out with those new solar panels. I'll explain everything in detail later, why just 2 batteries for now are sufficient, but I'm going to start out with 2, and then as I start restoring batteries, I'll keep adding on. So, there's what's going on. I may even swap these 2 to power the electronics lab, because all I have in here is lights and small experiments, and take those 4 to connect those big panels. I don't know, I'm going to check and do some load testing. I have a load tester, the real thing. I'll check and see what's the best batteries. I might even get 6. And I'll probably take my big power inverter and use that. Alright, So, because I do have the Ames in here that works as well, and that's probably all I'll need for the electronics shop. Anyway, I'm working on batteries. I've got solar panels on the way. I'm working on electric fence wire, and that's what's going on. The lab is a mess. It always is a mess in the spring. So I'm cleaning that up too, and we'll get this done. A lot going on. Batteries coming. Panels coming. We're expanding the off-grid solar power on the homestead. We're going to have 7.5, almost 8 kilowatts total on this homestead when I'm done. Melanie's waiting for me for dinner. I gotta go. So that was it. That's what's been going on today. This is Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World and the Off-Grid Project. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Follow our daily videos as we strive to become fully off the grid and self-sufficient on a budget. Good night.